Hi guys, so we're going to have a fun conversation with a darling of a team, Team Darling.
Abba! A darling of a team, Team Darling. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello Aswin garu. Hi Nabha. Hi
Niharika.
Hello, Niharika.
Hi.
Konidela garu.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be having this conversation that we are going to be having because I have so many questions to ask you. సార్ మీరు ఎక్కడో చెన్నై నుంచి వచ్చారు కదా, మీకు అసలు ప్రభాస్ డార్లింగ్ అని ఒక సినిమా ఉంది ఇంతకు ముందే అని తెలుసా?
Actually, in the beginning, title వేరే.
ఓహో, ఓకే.
So in between the shoot only, we wanted to go for a different title. Then I decided it should be one word. And to have it neutral, I wanted to be in English. So since the movie was about a couple, I was looking for the best title. Then I just came across this title called Darling. Then immediately I Google searched. When I searched, I know the film, Prabhas sir, I know everything. Okay. So that is when Kushi also had released. So I thought, okay, let's try.
Darling is one of my favorite films. Even musically, the movie is so good. So ee movie kuda chuste oka love story ya. హీరో అయితే ఒక్కడే ఉన్నాడు, హీరోయిన్
Actually, this will be like the best love story.
Okay.
Because see, the journey always is, they will say you give, you take and everything. But they forget that we need to understand and we need to give their own spaces in a relationship. So this is about one guy or the guys understanding the girl. So that's the story. It's like, nobody gives life, nobody gives freedom, nobody gives equality. It's all present and we just have to practice it.
With the trailer, we kind of understood that, she has a split personality and all. But if you go through the comments in the YouTube, people are like, sir, how do you know about my girlfriend? Idi abbayalki side chese cinema na? Is it another film where you are all going to be like అమ్మాయిలు ఇలాగే ఉంటారు, ఇన్ని పర్సనాలిటీస్ ఉంటాయి కాదా?
I think she should tell that.
No, not at all. This is not that kind of a film.
Not woman bashing film kada?
Never. It's not. You saw the trailer, no? Pavam, I bashed him more. I felt bad. Every time I'm like, Dashi, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? No, this is not a woman bashing film. In fact, it's the opposite. Aswin has written the whole script so beautifully that it will clearly distinguish what a woman is and how a man should absolutely understand what women are. ఎప్పుడు అందరూ ఏమంటారంటే అమ్మాయిలంటే మనకు అర్థం కాదు అంటారు. ఎందుకు అర్థం కాదనేది, ఎందుకు అమ్మాయిలంటే ఎలా ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి, వాళ్ళ ఐడియా ఆఫ్ థాట్స్ అండ్ క్లారిటీ ఆఫ్ మైండ్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అనేది. I don't know how you understood it, Aswin. So that's
even I'm in the process of.
Yeah, he's also
when
like
men write women, they either go totally wrong or they go spot on so perfectly.
Spot on.
This I hope that you've written Amal character as like Mark could like, wow, what a cute Aswin director. Okay na?
So everybody, including every woman who's acted in this film or who's worked in this film, after getting to know the movie, they've come and told, I hope there are more men like you, because the kind of understanding and writing he's done for women is like fabulous. It's just like cinema చూస్తే అర్థమవుతుంది అన్నమాట నేనేం చెప్తున్నా అనేది.
For Nabha, we got in a dubbing artist. Basically, it was for, when I wrote, I had her voice in mind. Her name is Savita. She's done like everybody knows. So when she was watching, she was like, oh, okay, so you're making fun and all that. That's how she started. Then halfway through, she was like, I think every guy should either, she was like, bro, if I tell it will be like too much.
That's exactly, I didn't take Savita's name, but this is the dialogue she told, that I wish every man would understand women like how you've done. Because it's basically storytelling is another part of expressing yourself, kada. So, yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, see, I always believe that women in general, by DNA, by birth, by biology, they are experts in multitasking. So
I also agree.
Yes, so, they are. We know.
We are not even debating that.
So, for men, it's very simple. The life cycle is very simple. we have to go to school, then study, then earn, then provide. You know, it is just all set parameters. But if you take a woman, she has to go to office and then come back and cook and still take care of the kid. You know, but in all these, she's a different person everywhere. At office, she's a different person. For example, say if a girl is a school teacher, she'll be a strict school teacher. She can't be a mother in school. She'll be a strict school teacher. When she comes back home, she has to be a wife or a daughter.
While doing all of this also, you should always constantly protect yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's another thing that we have to do.
Point, madam.
So I believe women are the best multitaskers. In general, see today there are a lot of fun happening on internet. We see, so like a couple of years back, we used to see reels on couple goals. Everybody used to portray themselves as the best couple, and now the trend is going on where it's basically the husband bashing the woman and all, like husband bashing the wife, all that, the wife tortures, the Sunday cricket, going out with friends and all. So, and they say women have mood swings and all that. So those mood swings are, I think they have different roles to play. They have to be a different person. I think in a day they have to be 5-6 different person, whether it's a 35-40-year-old woman or a 16 to 20-year-old woman or a 21. They have different roles to play in every day. But for guys, it's easy. We can still scold our mothers. We can still, you know, stand up against our fathers. We can still walk out anytime we want and do whatever we want.
And also, women are somebody who are more emotionally intelligent. Like if you consider in a house,
We have a higher
yeah, and then
emotional quotient.
Yeah.
Than,
because women, if you see, Amma is the one who holds everybody together in a family. Like she brings a bridge towards father, son, daughter, and everything. Manages every single person in the house so flawlessly. Exactly. Everybody goes and actually complains to Amma, and even sister. Like, you know, and she has to even go and do stuff outside.
Yeah. Speaking of what multitasking is, basically we have another popular multitasker with us.
popular multitasker.
Actor, producer, TV host.
Driver for my mom.
సో మీలో ఒక కమిటీ ఉంది బేసికలీ బేసికలీ ఎట్లా ఇంత పెద్ద కమిటీని ఎట్లా మేనేజ్ చేస్తున్నారు మీ మైండ్ లో ఇట్లా బేసిక్
Like he said, I'm not again trying to be modest, but because it's straightforward question meer adigindi, I've always been someone who's been very like doing multitasking since I was young. I learnt all instruments that are there in the music world for 2 days each. Drums 2 days, guitar 2 days, violin koncham ekkuva. But whatever, it's like I want to do everything. Like jack of all trades is a master of none, but still better than a master of one. Alaga I've always done a lot of things, but my first love has always been acting. Okay. I've always wanted to get into acting. I became a very accidental producer because I was like, ever double pedtaru ippudu nenu act chesindaniki nene pettukunta. That's how I did the first web series in Telugu. Darshi, we've always seen you in films that are very high on content, ante content unna films antar kada, because see, let it be films where you've done as a main lead or as a very important role in the film. How did Darling come to you? Ante how did you think?
డార్లింగ్ అదే చెప్తున్నా. ఐ థింక్ నేను A1 Express అని ఒక ఫిలిం చేస్తున్నాను అనమాట. A1 Express లాక్డౌన్లో మేము షూట్ చేస్తున్నాం ఆ టైంలో అది. అండ్ అప్పుడు దట్స్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం ఐ యాక్చువల్లీ మెట్ అశ్విన్.
Wow, that's a long time.
లాంగ్ టైమ్ ఎగో. అండ్ అప్పటికి అశ్విన్ వాజ్ పిచింగ్ డార్లింగ్ ఫర్ అదర్ యాక్టర్స్ ఇన్ అవర్ ఇండస్ట్రీ.
Okay.
అండ్ కొన్ని అవుతున్నాయి, కొన్ని అవ్వట్లేదు, కొన్ని డైసీగా ఉన్న సిచ్యువేషన్. అండ్ నేను అప్పుడు ఐ వాజ్ స్టిల్ దట్ క్యారెక్టర్ యాక్టర్ / కమీడియన్ / హీరోస్ బెస్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్ ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ దట్ ఈస్ లైక్. అండ్ అదే టైంలో ఐ రిమెంబర్ లూజర్ web series production.
Right, that did very well.
And then we met there and Kalynee, and then appudu he was basically the co-director of the film, but I saw this man, he is the loudest voice on the set anamata. Loudest voice ante it's like the leader's loudest voice.
Oh, you were the co-director of A1 Express.
Creative head. Sorry, that padam were
Okay.
but he was
But you
basically
worked in it.
So, and he was managing the entire set production and he was giving all the, అంటే basically he was managing the whole film. ఎందుకంటే అప్పుడు we were short of people, ఎందుకంటే కోవిడ్ టైం కదా. అండ్ కోవిడ్ ఓపెన్ అయిన ఏమంటారంటే ఆఫ్టర్ ద లాక్డౌన్ ఓపెన్ అయిన కొద్ది రోజులకే షూటింగ్ మొదలైంది. సో తక్కువ మంది క్రూ. అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే లంచ్ కూడా we were advised to bring from our own places.
Yeah. It was the first, we were kind of the first few films who started shooting.
అంటే కోవిడ్ వాజ్ స్టిల్ దేర్. ద ఫస్ట్ వేవ్ ఇంకా ఎండ్ అవుతుంది, బట్ పీపుల్ హ్యావ్ టు కమ్. సో తక్కువ మంది క్రూ తోటి ఎక్కువ వర్క్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చేది అనమాట. సో అప్పుడు ఐ హావ్ సీన్ హిమ్ డూయింగ్ దిస్ వర్క్. అండ్ దెన్ కట్ చేస్తే అక్కడి నుంచి ఒక 3 months తర్వాత అది అప్పుడు సీతారాం వాజ్ అనదర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కనెక్షన్ బిట్వీన్ బోత్ ఆఫ్ అస్. సో సీతారాం వాజ్ లైక్ ఆర్ క్రియేటివ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ఆర్ మేనేజర్. లైక్ అన్న అశ్విన్ ఒక కథ చెప్పిండు, చాలా బాగుంది, వీఆర్ పిచ్చింగ్ ఇట్ టు హీరోస్ హియర్ అంటే, ఓ నైస్ కెన్ లైక్ అండ్ దెన్ కెన్ ఐ గెట్ టు రీడ్ అన్నట్టు ఉంటే దెన్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ పంపిస్తే దాన్ని నేను చదివిన లైక్ వన్ గో. ఇట్ వాజ్ లైక్ బ్రిలియంట్ స్క్రిప్ట్. అండ్ దెన్ అప్పటికి కొంతమంది ఇక్కడ డైసీ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఉంటే దర్శి కూడా బాగుంటాడు యాక్చువల్లీ అని అన్నాడు అనమాట సీతారాం తోటి. అండ్ దెన్ సమ్వేర్ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ అంటే యూ ఫీల్ నో దట్ యూ పుట్ అ వర్డ్ టు ద యూనివర్స్ లైక్ అబ్బా ఐ విష్ ఐ కుడ్ డూ దిస్. And then కొద్ది రోజులు we met in Chennai, and then Chennai, this is all in 19 and 20 early 20, sorry actually
it's 20, we read in 19. We met in Chennai during 20 September
ఆ టైంలో. చదివిన దానికి కొద్ది రోజులు అంటే 6-7 months లో మళ్ళీ we met. And then I was feeling inside అంటే you know the every cell of your body was like అబ్బా ఇలాంటి స్క్రిప్ట్ చేస్తే భలే ఉంటుంది. అండ్ ఎందుకంటే ఎవ్రీ క్యారెక్టర్ వాజ్ లైక్, ఎస్పెషలీ ఐ వాజ్ అ హ్యూజ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఉమెన్స్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫిలిం. ఆనంది అనే క్యారెక్టర్, బేసిక్లీ హర్ క్యారెక్టర్, ఐ వాజ్ అ హ్యూజ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ ద క్యారెక్టర్. అండ్ ఏమవుతుందంటే వై ఐ వాంటెడ్ బికాజ్ ద పర్సన్ డూయింగ్ ద క్యారెక్టర్ అది ఎంత ఇంపార్టెంటో దానికి ఆపోజిట్ పర్సన్ ఎట్లా రియాక్ట్ అవుతాడు అనేది కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనమాట. సో నాకు ఐ కుడ్ ఫీల్ దట్ రియాక్షన్స్ ఇన్ మై హెడ్, అరే ఇది ఇట్లా చేయాలని. యూ సీ దట్ ట్రైలర్లో టువర్డ్స్ ది ఎండ్ హౌ ఇస్ లైక్ హిస్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ బేసికలీ. సో ఇది ఐ ల్యాండెడ్ ఇట్ బికాస్ ఐ థింక్ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ ఇట్. ఐ థింక్ ద ఎంటైర్ ప్రాసెస్ వర్క్డ్ ఫర్ మీ అని అనిపించింది. అంటే ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫెల్ ఇన్ ప్లేస్. లైక్ లూజర్ కేమ్ ఇన్ అండ్ దెన్ one after the other film, and again he went back to do one. I wanted to do Darling, but మధ్యలో he went and did Unbrew. He did Unbrew Tamil film. అప్పటికి I think his shooting ఉందనుకుంటా 20.
So actually this is a very interesting journey to tell technically. I think now we can tell. So once he read it, after that time I was following up with another hero here, and it was going on and on. Almost a year went in that for me. So then because I came to cinema very early, I became an AD when I was 17. So by then I've already been in the industry for almost 12-13 years. So I thought like at one point when we think, is this really for us, or are we not going to get it, at that time is when he called and told, I don't know whether I can tell this or not. He called and told, Macha, I'll just tell you one thing, you've written a fantastic script. I am ready to act, but I don't have market. I am not doing leads. But if at all you think I can fit into this, we'll try doing something. So that was kind of the first yes I got for this story. And then things were going on, and my Tamil film started. Even when I stopped following up, because I started a film, I stopped following up. So even then he would call me in between. You know what, I fixed one investor, you want to come and narrate? I'll come and narrate. They'll listen, they'll say the story is good, something will not happen. Then the investors at that time, this I'm telling because how important success is for even for a good content to come out.
For a good content to come out only, it is so important. That kickstart is so important.
Exactly. So then what all that she used to do is he has fixed narrations from his phone. He's fixed narrations, I think, to some 6-7 female actors, because the investors who he spoke to at that time, felt that to make this film you need at least a big female star who we can bank on and all. So every time I narrate for 3 hours. So when I
And stand and narrate.
he fixed almost 6-7 actresses. Okay, he said, Macha, somehow, come on, let's convince her. We'll start the film. We'll start. Like this, it's going for 3 years. Every time I will narrate, they will say script is good, and then after one day they'll call and say, no, Aswin, I can't act. Bring a bigger hero. They will tell some other name, some other tier 2, tier 1. All their ambitions and aspirations, they were throwing it on me. At that moment, what I was thinking was, at this moment between 20end to 2021, more than me, there was one person who wanted this film to happen, and it was him. So I decided.
Thank you for wanting it to happen.
So at that moment, I decided, if at all this story comes to life, it has to be through Raghav and it has to be through Darshi. If not, I'm not doing this film. I fixed in my head. Then things were going on. Then we used to talk on and off. It was just normal. Then Balagam released. I called him to appreciate, to congratulate, to share my happiness, saying, bro, super bro, congratulations. I'm so happy that Balgam has come and it's doing really well. Every day numbers are going elsewhere and all that. Like, thank you macha, I'm in one interview, I'll call you. Okay, he cut. Okay, I was like, okay, like since 13-14 years in cinema, we've seen, okay, one more person to do the same. I thought like that. Then 2 days later, I think it was the 25th day of Balagam function or something, he calls me. He calls and says, Macha, that story is still there. But I already fixed in my head, no, it's for him. Yeah, bro, it's there. I think now one success has come, we can try to mount it. From there, it took us 8 months to start Darling. So for this, I am really thankful for him, because he kept all his egos aside, and he picked up his phone, he spoke to people, I have a story, and all that I did was, he'll do everything for me. I just have to go and narrate my story and walk out of the room. My job is done there.
Don't you think that's what a good story does? When you listen to a good story and when no one is taking him, like, you dumb idiots, like there's something so good, like take it. You'd want to give it. Yeah. And nijanga ever cross pettunte vallu cross pettuntade antaru kada. Like it's all destined.
This is konisalu this also this journey is also about remembering one thing. Is just a lot of times what we call, forget the idea of success, but the idea that oka pani kavalante all you need is consistency. Like ante success is the afterwards result. Adi vachidi adi inta success ani kaadu gaani, but and then when all we were doing is like constantly, sir oka kada undi please vinandi. So ante he would narrate, I think more than 150 narrations he would have given across Tamil and Telugu and Bombay lo akkada ikkada anni. So all of this endante talent is one end of it, but the hard work, I think basically that persistence or consistency one endante he should nail. And all I did was like, I just knocked the door, he would enter from there. Like, yeah. So I did nothing. Exactly it is like that. So it happened, and it is also as true as why did you pick up Kamati Kurallu? It's because how content is so
because Kamati Kurallu was also in the industry, obviously not as long as Darling, but for 3 years the director held on to the story and he was hell bent that he wants to do it with kotta, like new boys. He didn't want any other extra baggage, like వాళ్ళు ఈ సినిమా చేశారు, he wanted all new cast అనమాట. Everyone's like బాగుంది, but you can just finish in 1-2. Sir, ఇది 1-2 అవ్వదు sir, it's a journey for 30 years. How can you do it in that kind of... So I don't blame them also, because to blindly trust a story and a new director and like all new cast, అందరూ కొత్తలు సార్. మ్యూజిక్
I think 15 people you are launching.
Sorry?
You're launching 15
people. Anudeep did the music. This is technically his first big film. He did 2 songs in Hanuman, but this is his entry. Ma DOP gar maato Nanakuchi and Mudhupapa, Nanakuchi and Hello World and OCFS he did with us. But it's relatively a very new team. I was very scared. My EP was very scared. He's like, "Inta pedtanama manam kontola paina," but no, we never doubted the story even for a second. We were doubting the market, like him.
No, actually అదే అనిపిస్తుంది. అంటే whenever you want to make one daring choice, అంటే I remember this one interview where Rajamouli garu was saying is like, don't listen to the market, listen to the audience. And I was constantly I think that is one ఏమంటారు that it's like stamped on my head, like it's the story that is the king and everything will follow. Definitely. And everything will follow, and danki examples are happening every other day in our industry, and they are, and it's అంటే ఇక దాన్ని ఇంకా అది ఒక థంబ్రూల్ అయిపోయింది ఇవాళ రేపు ఏంటంటే
సినిమా బాగుంటే జనాలు వస్తారు,
సినిమాలు బాగుంటే వస్తున్నారు
100% వస్తున్నారు. నువ్వు యావరేజ్ సినిమా చేసి ఎందుకు రావట్లేదు జనాలు అంటే అది యావరేజ్ కాబట్టి.
సో అది దట్ ఈస్ డెఫినెట్లీ దేర్, అండ్ అక్కడి నుంచి ఎవ్రీథింగ్ చేంజ్ నిహారిక ఫర్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ అస్. ఎందుకంటే అంటే వీ హ్యావెంట్ హ్యాడ్ అ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ హూ సెడ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏమో అంత నాకు నచ్చలేదని ఇవ్వడాలి, బాగుంది కానీ కుదరట్లేదు వాళ్ళు చేయడానికి. అండ్ దెన్ వెన్ నిరంజన్ గారు హర్డ్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఓ యా వావ్ దిస్ ఇస్ నైస్ అని జస్ట్ ఇన్ వన్ డే, like let's do it.
All 4 years journey just closed in one day. I was like, okay sir, you're doing it. Yeah, story is nice, what to do? We were like, next question is like, when are you shooting? Sir, now only I got producer.
And you know what, అప్పుడు కూడా మేమందరము, ఎందుకంటే ఆ ముందు ఏమైందంటే ఒక ప్రొడ్యూసర్ ఓకే అని we were like all partying, yeah producer. I was like అయ్యా అరే అనవసరంగా అంత ఖర్చు పెట్టి పార్టీ చేసుకున్నాం. And then suddenly like when Prime show okay, it was like ఆగుదాం అడ్వాన్స్ పడేదాకా.
We actually prolonged the party.
Yeah.
No, we did it at the end of our schedule. But still, so we prolonged the party. Then like Seetu and all were like, darling, party chedam, party. Bro, wait bro, already a producer vachadu. He told okay, he came to Chennai also, shook hands with me. Then he went vanished. I don't know where he is. Now again this man has told okay, so let's see what, technically like what happens. We technically didn't know. So at one point when the previous producer, when he was delaying, he was staying in my home Avatar that time. Now he stays in Bhuja. That's his growth. So that time his house was in some 39th floor, bro. 29th floor. Okay, in his balcony we are sitting. From nowhere we are like, bro, December 11th we are shooting. We don't have a producer. We don't have star cast. We don't have heroine. Nothing. Just me, him, Seetu, 3 of us. December 11th we are shooting.
Guess what December 11th is?
It's her birthday.
I was not even there in the movie.
Oh my god.
Say destiny.
Our stars aligning.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we fixed the shooting date December 11th. So we were then we said okay, we will streamline our search. We will search a producer who will let us to shoot from December 11th.
You want to shoot December 11th? December 11th. Go asking him.
అక్కడి నుంచి I think when Prime show walked in, అంటే నిరంజన్ గారు walked in, everything went like jet speed. అంటే ఇక అది అక్కడి నుంచి there was like no returning back. అంటే ఇక వెనకకు చూసుకొని అది ఇది అంతా కాదు, ఇట్స్ లైక్ everything fell in place. Like Naresh walked in, Gandhi walked in, Purnima ma'am walked in, and then immediately Anand Swami sir, and Anand Swami is our trainer, actor trainer, coach.
He's an acting facilitator. That's what he wants to be called.
Yeah, acting facilitator. Yeah. So he came in, we did a workshop, and everything fell in place. Like, and then the biggest puzzle, and the final puzzle was like Nabha. Who is our Anandi?
Did you join the team the last?
Yeah.
One of the last.
Only when she said okay, project happened. Greenlit.
ఎందుకు అంటే of course అంటే వచ్చి he said Niranjan garu said okay, but who's Anandi man, like who's this woman who will play? Yeah, so and then obviously we were like again the wild goose chase అన్నట్టు ఇలా ఎవరు where is Anandi.
From Bombay to Kerala we went everywhere.
Even new faces?
No, one thing we were like, what I wanted was this person should be known. Then only if they do something more than what they have done before, that is the wow factor. So for me, in my mind, I wanted someone who is known, but at the same time, who was not recently seen. I had these parameters.
And we found Nabha who just got his surgery and was not there.
I was not seen.
So suddenly, when Sunny told me that like she's there, you want to narrate, I'm like okay. So basically, in what mindset I generally in what mindset I am in, I will narrate to each and everybody. I don't have parameters that I should not narrate to this person, I should not narrate to that person, that I don't have. I will narrate to everybody. Basically, I love narration.
Oh,
Yeah.
Passionate about narration.
Extraordinary communication
Passionate.
skills. Yeah.
passionate narrative.
Passion is seen.
So I've heard of Nabha Natesh, but I have not seen her work, particularly to focus on what's her skill set, what's her acting range. I've never focused on that. But for Anandi, more than acting skills, acting range and all, I wanted one attitude. Attitude as in, this is kind of challenging. There is lot more than what is seen in the trailer. It is very, very challenging, but it's not dark. It's not a very black and white to play. Right. It is white, half white, cream white, and all many that. Colors. So, and then I wanted someone who will be like, that's all. I thought you're going to tell something else, something bigger. What he told, so much build up, award and all that. That's all. Come, we'll do. I wanted someone with that attitude. That is what she showed first. But still, I refused to see her past work. I wanted her, I just found that we wanted Raghu and Anandi to be the straight opposites. Right. So we wanted someone from a different world to come and enter Raghu world and the chaos happens. This is what we wanted. And the pairing looked very new when in my AI and my face swappers, when I did all the looks and all, the pairing looked new. But still there were doubts around the team. Okay, it's a very challenging character because nobody has seen, nobody even knew that she was from theatre. I just saw one film of her first Kannada film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is the only thing I saw. I was like, no, she will definitely do it. And to some extent, everybody in this project, came for the story, on the merit of the story, and they had something personal with the story. I don't know how that happened, but they all had some takeaways or something to give it to the story that everybody started owning it. So when we stay little away, it is work. When we own it, then it is collaboration. So I needed collaborations. So, and it happened. And from then on, I have seen her in my office crawling in the living room. And I've seen Darshi like walking, bro, what is that animal? I forget. Huh?
Honey badger.
Too much English. Honey badger, that's an animal. So that is, that animal's character only, he took it for body language. So, like one day I'm opening the room door, he is going like this, taking water with legs. She was doing something else. She was jumping like kangaroo. And the office boys, the ADs, they don't know what is happening. And one evening, like with first 3-4 days, one evening I'm seeing her in the room, corner, sitting, big chart, she's writing. She looks very stressed. I went and asked her, you want to have a coffee? 5 minutes, give me 5 minutes.
Nabha saying no to coffee is a very big thing.
No, she had a cup next to her.
Okay.
That's
lying down from morning, I will be there always. It's like an emotional support for me.
And then 10 minutes later, she calls me and she's like, okay, now I'm not Anandi, I am the other character. You talk to the character. Huh, okay.
We had one problem. See what happened is, first thing, I'll tell you one more thing. Like first time when I met him narrate the story, I have to tell you that was the best narration I've had in my entire career. He said he came and Sunny had given like extremely great build up about the story and he was like, we all sat, and then he's like, I can't sit and narrate. I'm like, oh, this is strange, I've never seen that. Then he went on for, like, we ordered coffee and all that, he didn't even touch it. Went on for 3 hours, and he actually did voice of every other characters of the film, and I could literally see the movie in front of my eyes. That was amazing. And then the next thing he did was like, Nabha, I saw all your movies. What we'll do is, we'll just sit and talk. So first time when I went and spoke to him, we just randomly spoke about everything possible in the world for 2 hours, 3 hours. And then then I realized that Aswin and I are almost similar. Then if we get into serious topic, we'll end up getting into a clash. There has been a lot of time we've almost gone to that fiery moment, and they're like, okay, dispatch. Somehow, there was one time when I and him started having, like, we were just having a conversation during a workshop, Anand Swami, sir and him and everybody. We started talking about random topic, and suddenly we both started talking to each other. These two were like, oh my god, what is happening? Then somehow you got up and left, and I'm still going and talking to him. Then she's like, oh, is this still going on? Then I realized, okay, Aswin to serious topic vadu manage. Manam iddaru adi set avadu. Let's talk about the movie. No. We're like,
okay, guys.
not just no. It's only because somehow I realized during this movie, the inputs what I used to get from Aswin and his team, and even the cinematography team, when I was doing these scenes, they all used to be like around me, like they used to just stand and watch what I'm doing, and there was every single tiny things were caught and told, and even including Darshi. He used to remind me that, like, you remember, Ray, that day during the workshop you did one smile.
25, you
I can't,
56 seconds.
I can't even believe that day he told me, you smiled through eyes, Nabha. I'm like, Darshi, how can a person remember that I smiled through eyes one day in 120 days of, did I do that? I'm like, okay, I'll try to do that. And he's like, yeah, that one. I'm like, okay, I did that. And he liked it. So it is basically when energies align together.
Create collaboration.
Yeah.
As you would want to say it.
Exactly. Nice. So we shot the film in a very short time. We didn't take a lot of time.
Any days, sir?
41.
Nice.
So we finished the film in 41 days. Yeah. So, but it's not because of me, because
I mean, it's a collective effort.
It's a collective effort, and mainly on the actors.
I will not let the director take full credit for less number of dates. It's definitely the producer and the actors.
Yeah. So from
Thank you.
it's definitely because of them, because like from the workshop, they knew their lines, they knew the opposite characters' lines, they knew whoever was going to come there. Like at times he will stand and prompt. So the set, for me, Darling set was not any other regular set for me.
Yeah.
I've been in like 6-7 films as ADs, then I've done a film, I've been doing shoots and all. So
tell me it was like a picnic place.
No, it was not like a picnic.
No, it was
It
not
was
like
definitely
a
not like a
set
picnic.
shooting laga ledu, picnic laga unde. At least that sentence has been prohibited.
Yeah. No, it's not that.
At least for me, it has never been a picnic.
So
I've been like every morning I've been stressed out.
So what we do is, like whenever we start a scene for this particular film, every shot we do the full scene. We don't cut and shoot from the top. It's every shot is from the top.
Yeah.
It is only for this particular story that because we are trying, the story, the treatment is on humor, and it's not on dialogue humor. It's on action, it's on movement, body language, physical humor. Both of them have to gauge each other's timing, and all that is there. So I think these things grow with take. It's basically like skills. Basically, like you practice, you get it.
They should fall in the right tempo,
Yeah.
right? It's like beats.
So it's like that. So for me, I decided if I have to go on same shot, if I have to make them do it, no, I want one more, I want this, I want that. More than that, if I'm going to take n number of shots and have a full scene in every shot, that when I saw the rush, I thought I'll try it. I tried it as an experiment. Like, let me see how it is. Because for actors, it's tiring. Yeah. it's very, very tiring. If it's a 2-minute scene or a 3-minute scene, if I'm taking 8 shots, they have to do it again and again for almost 40-50 minutes. So I tried. When I saw the rush, it was surprising. In every shot, there was something or the other which they subconsciously improvised. It might be the timing, it might be the body language, it might be a new dialogue. All that was so surprising. I decided, okay, this film has to proceed this way. And without them, it would have not been possible. After one point of time, when people like Vishnu and Krishna Teja come, they'll be like, what sir, 3 days work you are taking, giving only 1 day payment.
Vishnu ఇంకా Krishna Teja actors ఉన్నారుగా.
So they'll be like that. When I say take okay, they'll be like, okay sir, got it. One more from the top. Antena.
No, but that actually makes so much sense. We rehearse a scene for an hour in the space. Like you do workshop is completely different, but you wear your costumes and you're around that environment. You're with your actors who's come in that prepared zone, and there is lighting happening meanwhile, and like camera is moving around. You know your angles. You know what your director wants at that specific time. You literally rehearse everything for an hour, and you go in front of the camera. You know everything. Yeah. You're nowhere unaware of what is happening, and you can actually have that space to improvise. Right. That's probably the reason you got different this thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean it was amazing.
For me, the on-spot rehearsal was fun.
Yeah.
Because I'll say, rehearsal bro, once I'll start like that. They'll do, okay, can we do one more time? They will do again. I'll see some improvement. Very greedy, as a director, I'm very greedy. So I'm like, yeah, it's good, but do you want to try one more time? Like this, it keeps going. So in this, what happens is, this man is very spontaneous. That everybody knows that he is spontaneous. So he starts putting in one dialogue after the other dialogue after, adding here and there, like that. And she, on the other hand, when she has to switch, that switching thing, we never planned anything. I just had one thing in mind, that I'm not doing CG. I'm not going to stitch 2 shots together and cheat audience with a single shot. That I was very clear. But I wanted the impact. So when we do CG, it's easy. It's 2 different shots. The actor has to, okay, this one, that one, you switch. For the audience, it is the wow. But I wanted to give them the real wow when organically, when to change in, during it. So then when I told this to them on the set, then she had questions of what is the trigger. So then we will rehearse on triggers. So the trigger, the conflict, the chaos, everything will be.
I think I'm the only person who's asking so many questions in real life. Why?
Reactions చాలా ఆర్గానిక్ గా ఉండేనా?
అదే దట్ వాస్ ద హోల్ పాయింట్ ఆల్సో, లైక్ టు కీప్ ఇట్ అంటే దాని ఉద్దేశం కూడా ఎందుకు అంటే, చాలా ఎక్కువ సార్లు ఏమవుతుందంటే, రిహర్స్ ఒక 3-4 సార్లు చేసిన రిహార్సల్ తర్వాత ఎక్కడైనా మనము ఆల్రెడీ మనం అనుకున్న రియాక్షన్ ఇవ్వాలని అనుకుంటాం, కానీ ఏమవుతుందంటే తన ఎనర్జీ ఒక్కోసారి టేక్కి మారేదన్నమాట. ఇప్పుడు ఎనర్జీ మారినప్పుడు మనం ఇచ్చే రియాక్షన్ కూడా చాలా డిఫరెన్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఇట్స్ లైక్ అది ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే, మనం ఒకసారి ఒక జోక్ వేసినప్పుడు దానికి ఎంత నవ్వాలనేది ఆ జోక్ ల్యాండ్ అయ్యే దాన్ని బట్టి ఉంటుంది. ఇది కూడా అంతే అనమాట. హర్ క్యారెక్టర్ ల్యాండింగ్ ఈజ్ ద ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఫర్ మీ టు టేక్ ఆఫ్ మై రియాక్షన్ అనమాట. సో అట్లా చాలా ఎక్కువ సార్లు ఆర్గానిక్ ఉండే, కాబట్టి కొన్నిసార్లు ఏమవుతుందంటే, ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఐ రిమెంబర్ దట్ వన్ సీన్ వేర్ ద స్విచ్ బిట్వీన్ ఆనంది అండ్ ఆది అనమాట. అదేంటంటే ఒక దగ్గర ఆనంది అండ్ ఆది అంటే సో మా ఎంగేజ్మెంట్కి కార్డ్స్ నాకు చెప్పకుండా తయారు చేస్తారనమాట. బట్ ఆది కమ్స్ అండ్ లైక్ బులీస్ మీ. సో అదేంటంటే అది ఒక ఏమైందంటే తక్కువ స్పేస్లో మొత్తం డిజైన్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చిందనమాట. సో దానికి ఫస్ట్ ఒక కెమెరా ఒక ట్రాక్ వేసుకొని దానికి మళ్ళీ తను ఎటు వస్తుందనే దాన్ని బట్టి, సో ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ షీ వాస్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్ ఒక ఎనర్జీ మారుతుండే. సో ఎనర్జీకి తగ్గట్టు రియాక్షన్ రావాలి మళ్ళీ. సో తను ఒకవేళ ఇఫ్ ఒకసారి ఏంటంటే ఆది యూస్ టు యూజ్ ఆది ఎట్లా అంటే వాయిస్ని మాడ్యులేట్ చేస్తుండే తను. ఒకసారి హై పిచ్లో మాట్లాడితే ఇంకోసారి లో పిచ్లో మాట్లాడుతుంటుంది ఇట్లా. సో షీ యూస్ టు డూ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దాట్. అది చేస్తున్నప్పుడు దానికి తగ్గట్టు ఆ రియాక్షన్ రావాలని అనుకునేవాళ్ళం అనమాట. సో అట్లా ప్లాన్ చేసి వీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ డిడ్ దట్ సంథింగ్ అట్లా.
ఓకే.
Actually, he mimics split personality very well.
He does. Do you have? ఉందా మీకు?
బయట ఉందనుకుంటా.
కాదు ఎప్పుడైనా
one of the scene he had to explain to a character what is split. That character will not understand. So he had to show that.
కానీ ఎప్పుడైనా నాకు లైక్ వెన్ ఇన్ ద ఫిల్మ్స్ దట్ ఐ డిడ్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ టు స్లాప్ అ కపుల్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్. నాకు వచ్చేది కాదు. సో నిజంగానే సత్య అన్నాడు కదా, సత్య నిజంగానే 4-5 సార్లు కొట్టి సారీ లాస్ట్ లో చెప్తాను సత్య ఐమ్ జస్ట్ గోనా స్లాప్ యు. డిడ్ యు డూ దట్? బికాజ్ ఐ నో స్లాపింగ్ ఇస్ it's difficult
and my left hand is malfunctioning, so I used to say like I'll do it right. They had to like compose in this thing, but I was also like not slapping. I genuinely do not.
And with nails
touch also
scared.
No,
దెబ్బ అయితే మానిపోతుంది if it scratches.
I never hurt, you know. No, lit off physical. No, no, but like the thing is, I used to be very scared initially. It used to not touch annamata, connect avvatledu annamata. So like, Nabha, please, like it is seen on the camera, it is not connecting. Then somehow I used to like pretend that from top the energy comes. Yes. Like, you know, that whatever.
I had classes with my dad as to how to slap.
Oh, is it?
He's like, ala kaadu papa, ilage. I'm like, you don't with your size and with your
very
hands.
scary, brother.
Yeah, he's the one who taught me.
Oh,
you
really?
work with him, no?
I don't work with him.
Oh, okay.
But I see him in the gym every day.
Oh,
I say hi to me, sir. How are you? He paints.
Huh?
He paints, no? Yeah, he told, and he saw my painting and he was like, you paint really well.
Yeah?
You should actually see her.
We
Charlie
had that
Chaplin
conversation.
I think, did I see?
I don't know. Like,
Interview
yeah, I put it, yeah.
నబాలో ఒక యాక్టరే కాదు, నిజంగా ఆర్టిస్ట్ అంటే ఒక ప్రాపర్ ఆర్టిస్ట్ ఉందన్నమాట. యాక్టర్
That is
అండ్
when
No, he
I
keeps
found out
asking
she
me
has-
also that, like, oh, have you done anything new? So I'm like, no, but you should do it. Like, yes, I will.
Because it's basically split personality only. Because normally she's hyper and this, that and all. But for a fact we know that to paint you need a lot of patience. It takes
I actually have
sit and do.
కూర్చోవాలి కదా 4-5 గంటలు.
I was telling him recently, he's like, in this whole set, I think I and you are the only extroverts. I'm like, no, I'm like the biggest introvert anybody would know. He's like, I won't believe it.
Really?
Yeah. No, I am like the huge introvert. I call myself a mixtrovert. Ambivert, is it? But I've invented a word. Because
ఆల్రెడీ ఒక వర్డ్ ఉంది కదా సార్, ఇన్వెంటెడ్ నేను.
but it's so nice to say mixtrovert. Like, ambivert, okay, I'll use that. I'm a mixtrovert. Like, if I come out in the world, I'm like full enthu. If I go back, I'm like, I implode.
Actually, I've seen that with a lot of actors who are like, when I have to, I'm very like out there like a
Yeah.
butterfly. If not, I'm like in my own company.
Yeah, I think we conserve energy to where it is required.
I'm not like that.
I am like that.
I have Akshay Patra of energy. So
I only put energy when I'm interested. Otherwise, like, bye.
Okay, hopefully this interview has been interesting.
Very. Like, thank you. I'm listening to a lot of story which I've not gotten to listen during the process because as soon as I joined,
he saw me first Kannada film.
look, he told I saw all your movies and I don't know the backstories because firstly is that as soon as I came they put me to work. Chalo, abhi kaam karo. Abhi panchezam.
Shooting is already fixed.
Shooting day is already fixed. December 11th is the shoot date. Nen November vacha. Inka workshop.
Did you shoot on December 11th?
Yeah, on the first day.
Were you shooting on your birthday?
Yeah, it's such a beautiful
lovely to
birthday.
shoot on your
Yeah,
birthday.
I'm like Aswin.
So tell me about one of my favorite this thing in your film, Vivek Sagar. I love his compositions and 2 songs వచ్చాయి and Kala says wow. అంటే నేను ఎంత అమ్మాయి ఫ్రీ స్పిరిటెడ్ అయినా కూడా somehow I vibed more to Kala say. But so good. How was it work with him? ఆయన కూడా ఫస్ట్ డేట్ చెప్పేశారా? December 11th నుంచి start.
Yeah. So for me it was like a fanboy moment. Yeah, I loved Pelli Chooplu. I loved Ante Sundaraniki. I loved Hit. What all the work that he's done and I loved his song Arare Manasa. So with all this love, when Sitaram we were putting the crew list and all that, I said, you put...
సీతారాం అంటే క్రియేటివ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ అండి, మన దుల్కర్ ది సినిమా కాదు.
So I told, just one thing bro, I want Vivek Sagar musical, I don't know, I want... But bro, he will not say yes only, he's very choosy, he will not come out, he'll be in his space, unless and until he likes you, he's not going to work with you so much.
That is so easy, no, Ashwin. Everyone looks like you.
Thank you, that's so sweet. In all of my narrations, the only tensed narration was for me with Vivek Sagar. He was performing somewhere for with his band, and then they made me come. So, and my creative producer was giving pressure after pressure. He's famous for that. So he puts all points. He will tell everything. He will tell all problem and say chill. I'll be like, you told me everything and now be chill means what? No, you don't keep it in your head. Then why did you tell me? It'll be like that. So he would have run away, you know. So with Vivek Sagar, for me, Vivek Sagar is Hyderabad.
Right.
So basically, when I came to Hyderabad, like a regular tourist or a regular person, they took me to places like Spicy Avenue, Shagos, Mayfield, then this Telangana canteen.
తెలంగాణ
Spicy chicken.
Telangana spicy kitchen. So
I'm hungry.
all those places, and I thought this is Andhra food, Telugu food, and all that. Then I went to Tape Loop, that is Vivek Sagar studio. There he gave me dinner. So we meet only in the night. We don't meet in the day because day is Vivek Sagar's productive time. So he doesn't meet anyone in the day. Even any work you have in day, you call him, he will not come. That is making music time for him. So I went, he gave food. I was like, bro, what is this? It's so tasty. Macha, this is you 2 streets away that shop, macha. It'll be very nice, very famous, 30-40-year-old shop. Oh no, okay. Then I'm going 2 days later. Again food is there, but from a different place. Then 2 days later, again food is there, from a different place. Till now, I think except one restaurant, he has not repeated a restaurant in 8 months for me.
Wow. Proper Hyderabadi.
Yeah.
So, and
అన్ని టెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు.
his food, the food that he gives is just like his music.
Authentic.
very authentic. And also, we never had sitting in studio and composing sessions.
But how did you pull him to do that video with you guys? Because I never saw him. I don't know how he looks also because we only know his
panicked actually. మేము షూటింగ్ అంటే క్యాన్సిల్ చేసిండు యాక్చువల్లీ. మేము ఇవాళంతా మాట్లాడేసి లైక్ ఓకే మచ్చా నా పనరా ఐ విల్ డూ అన్నాడు. నెక్స్ట్ డే మార్నింగ్ లేదు మామ సంథింగ్ లైక్ మళ్ళీ అగైన్ సీతారాం అండ్ హీ వాజ్ లైక్ నో చేయాలంటే సరే నేను ఎమ్మటే చేయను కొంచెం చేస్తా అని లైక్ హీ వాక్స్ ఇన్ అండ్ వాక్స్ అవుట్.
But he is a sweetheart.
But your movie has such a good vibe to it, from the actors to the music, or from the trailer that we saw, or the songs that visually that we've been seeing. It's got such an amazing vibe. So I hope the theaters will be flooded from July 19th.
And also for your...
Thank you. Nadu koncham August 9th time undi.
Like so happy to see you come and pull off such things, donning a new hat as a producer, because it's not
away from you is you could have done a film with star here with your connects. We Google your name, we'll know who you are. You're that famous. So with all that, you could have done any star film, any big film, very easy. That is the most easiest thing for you to do is what I think. But for you to find a script, develop it. I think it's been under production, under development for almost 1.5-2 years, and launching 15 new talents is something very good. And
But the kick is there in creating stars.
that's what.
But next time you don't have to search too much for your producer because this office is
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'll send my account.
First double పంపించింది
Darling అయిన తర్వాత.
స్వీట్ హార్ట్ తీద్దాం నెక్స్ట్.
No, but what I was going to say is that like we need a lot of women coming and backing content also, because the eyes through which women see stories are completely different from anything else, and you coming and doing that is like a really amazing thing, and it's actually an inspiration. Like you're doing a fab job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
ఏమైంది సంజయ్? Why you-
No, it's so nice. I really like that.
I'm in awe basically about
Yeah, it's just a girl appreciating another girl.
yeah, of course.
Thank you. So,
Thank you so
wishing team Darling, sorry, darling of a team of team Darling.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, darling. Bye. ఎలా స్టార్ట్ చేసామా ఇంటర్వ్యూ అలాగే ఎండ్ చేసాం.
యాక్చువల్లీ ఈ మీ రాకతోటి మా సినిమాకి ఒక కొత్త కళ వచ్చింది బేసికలీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. మీరు ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేయడం వల్ల నాకు
వెరీ సర్ప్రైజ్.
ఇట్ వాస్ వెరీ
What a surprise.
what a surprise.
హాయ్ సాగర్.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my cue to leave on that note. Watch Darling from July 19th in the nearest theaters. Thank you so much.